right. Aloha, everyone. Welcome to another edition of ABCs with Oracle Cards. I am Neil Moloka Mystic with my sidekick over here.
Nick with my angels.
And today's show is all about empowering you to receive your own divine messages through Oracle cards. Um, it's all about allowing yourself to ask and be vulnerable for the messages for your highest and greatest good, and believing that you can and will truly receive these messages through the images, the numbers, the energy, the words on an oracle card that presents to you, and then channeling and receiving those divine messages. Hello, 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 everybody. So glad to see you guys. It's all about you receiving your own divine messages through the ability of channeling your divine guidance. How this show works on Sundays, it's really quick, it's easy, and it's pretty self explanatory. How do we do it, Nick?
Well, on Sundays, we don't give individual cards, but each one of us pulls a card. I pull a card for Neil, and she pulls a card for me. And then Neil pulls a card for the community. So I set an intention. I will tell you what it is, and Neil will set an intention. I don't know if she wants to share what it is. And then we show you the card and we explain to you how we understand it, how we explain it, so that we can uh, teach you or help you interpret cards so that you can pull your own cards and interpret your own messages. And then when we show you a card, each one of you will have set an intention and you will be able to interpret your own message and receive it. And therefore you will realize that with one card, each one, depending on their intention, will receive a different message with the one card. So each card doesn't have one message only. And this is why we don't really read the book, because the book gives one message. But depending on your intention, the card will give you a different message.
I love that. And it's a very good and powerful reminder how one card can speak to everyone individually, and it's in what is needed most for them for their highest and greatest good. Um, hello, 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 Kaylee, Aura, Viv. Only on one page tonight. Ooh, she's not multitasking. Hello, Carla. And yes, I did see someone say that they received, Aura says, I received the video from the class. Whoop, whoop. Yes, 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 people. We have the video from yesterday's class available to you now. Everyone that attended, registered, and or attended the class, the replay has been sent out, so check your emails. And when you receive it, please download it onto your device. It's yours to keep. We have limited space. Hello, Lee Michael. We have limited space and storage, so we don't keep the videos forever, guys. So if you want to keep the class, download it onto your device, please. I hope that everyone enjoyed the class, and and it was a very powerful class. Nick, maybe you can explain because I was a little
Neil
and
was a bit absent. For those who were in the class, would witness that. Neil was absent for pretty much like half of the class, like the first half of the class, she wasn't there. And Archangel Metatron, who was, the class was about him. He, since the day before the class, he was so present in Neil's energy. I could feel that. And he wanted to teach the class. And Neil was kind of arguing with him, like, we need to teach the class. And Archangel Metatron was all over. His presence was overwhelming lovingly overwhelming, but he was like, he has such a strong energy. And even talking to Neil about different things, not the class, I could feel her a bit different. Like she wasn't present, fully present with me the 24 hours before the class. But I knew what it was. Even though she was telling me, like, I don't feel I can work on the class. And I was telling her, leave it alone. It will be like, we will go with the flow. And I knew what was coming. And I think she knew too. And I think the experience was amazing. I have seen Neil channeling before, but nothing like what happened yesterday. What happened yesterday was so special. Yes, Vivian, it was an awesome class. Yes, Rena, what happened yesterday was something so special. And the messages from Archangel Metatron was on point. Like even he was answering questions, and he said at the beginning of the message, I will be answering questions, and no one asked any question, but he was saying, to the one asking this I will say that. So I bet someone was asking the question in their mind, because the answers were quite specific to a specific subject. So that was really interesting, really interesting. And like he gave few things that maybe not everyone can understand. Like he said something about me, like a word, he called me something that is a great validation for me because I know what he's referring to. He called Janil something, it's a great validation because we know what he's referring to. So like I bet everyone received a certain validation in one form or another. So he even called the doubters, and I'm sure that if someone doubted, at the moment they had doubt, he mentioned it so that they could release the doubt. This is how powerful it was. So yeah, it was amazing.
And if you guys notice, I'm listening to Nikki speak because I don't recall any of it. And yes, for the few days before the class, I could not function. I was very, Metatron's energy, you guys, is the most intense angelic energy that comes through for me. And we were, Metatron and I, we were not in conflict, but he, he wanted to teach the class. He wanted to come in and start from the very beginning, before class even started. He was trying to come through. I mean, because we go to the Zoom link early, um, before people come in, I open a sacred space for Nick and I, and Metatron felt like, oh, that was his cue. I'm coming through. And he was actually ready to start teaching when prior to class even starting. And so there was this energetic field that was dancing around me, and it was really hard for me to concentrate. And and then when at the beginning of class, for those of you who have never attended a class for us, I always created a sacred space for everyone that is present. And again, Metatron was like, "Okay, here we go." And what most of you may not have seen is that while I was opening that sacred space, the light language came in while we had the music going, and so I was already up there. I was already up there, And then he, yeah, he was in control. He was trying. He was really trying because, and this is where he and I kind of got into. There was a point in the class where I had to say I need to have a conversation with him because I could literally feel my words changing, the energy of my words changing as I was trying to conduct the class. And so I was like, Nikki, I gotta check in with Metatron real quick because I was like, yo, dude, what are you doing? And he's like, well, what are you doing? You know, I'm supposed to be teaching the class. This is my class. And I'm like, no, I'm supposed to be teaching the class. You're just the subject of the class. And so we were having this little conversation prior to me actually giving him permission to come through and spend time with all of you. And like I said, I was really listening to Nikki talk about the channeling session because, like I said, I don't know what he says. All he told me was basically, "You do this all the time," and I'm going, "No, I don't." You know, but he's like, "No, yes, you do." And so we're having this discussion. Um, and I literally had to give it over to Nick so that she could handle teaching because Metatron was so ready to come in. He was so excited to meet everybody and to discuss things. And he did tell me that he wanted to address the class, he wanted to address the group, and would be answering questions. Now, how he was going to go about doing that, I had no idea. All I knew was that this is what he was telling me prior to actually me allowing him to channel. And what I thought was amazing, because as we were editing it, what I noticed about me, which was really trippy, you guys. I do not like to watch myself channel. It's so weird to see something coming out of what I know is me, but is not me. Um, is that the energy felt at peace when he was channeling through me. The energy was not that conflict of the blending process, but actually blended. And then I was nice, and my body was not freaking out. But so I do apologize that I was who won. I believe Metatron won, but he had to wait for me to allow him to come through. So there was a compromise there. But yes, the recorded version of the class, you guys, is in the email. She sent it out. Thank you, Nick, for doing all of the editing. And we are going to be having a special for classes, the recording of the classes, and that's going to be to buy two, get one free. Right, Nick?
Yeah.
So if anyone is interested in receiving, you're not in our private group, then there might be a possibility for you to receive those classes. If you email us at sillyrainbowangels@gmail.com, you can just say you're interested in the classes. We can send you a list that we have available, and you can get two, no, three. So buy two, get one free at Nikki's magic number.
44.
For 44 US dollars, you can get three videos of replays of classes. And if you attended the classes, you get them already. They're already emailed to you. So you get those. They're yours to keep. But please, again, guys, download them onto your devices.
Yeah, just saying for those who attended the class of Archangel Haniel, you didn't miss the email of the replay. I haven't sent it yet because I was in the middle of my problem with my hand, so I couldn't edit it. So I will work on that ASAP and send you the Haniel class too. So I wanted to do the Metatron first because, like, where it's been already 1 month for the class of Haniel, but you will get it. I will do it the in the coming few days, if not tonight. I'll try tonight, but not
And
sure.
just saying, the editing, you guys,
It seems like nothing, but it takes work.
It does. It does take work. Yeah, yes, Nikki's doing all the clicking, but I'm sitting through it with her, and it is an all day event. So working on the editing, I tell you, somebody needs to pay us for that one. No, no angel slide on that. Okay, guys. So, um, thank you everyone for attending. It was a very humbling experience for myself, and I hope you all um, gained some wisdom from it.
Yeah.
Um,
Only you really would have loved yesterday's class. You
oh,
really would have loved it. The channel message. Yeah.
it was really a beautiful class. Even the breakout session
Oh, yeah.
was so beautiful. I mean, I don't normally attend the breakout rooms, but I did in this particular case, and um, even though we set up the class itself, it's like I was allowed to experience something very sacred and special, and it was an honor. Um, oh, thank you, Aura. So get in touch with us, guys. If you did not attend the class and you would like some of the recording of the classes, there is again a special going to be. We need to make a post for it, but we decided that yeah, we're going to do the $44 for 3 class recordings.
Yeah.
You know, and we're not going to do the sliding scale for that payment. That sliding scale is a very precious opportunity for those that will are really willing to expand. You know, those that are willing to take the effort and step into the classes live. So for the recording versions, guys, it's going to be a set price, $44 for three of the recorded videos from the classes.
And the special price of the recording will stay like that for like every month we do a new class, so there will always be a list of classes, and it will be whatever 3 class you choose. So it will always be you pick 3 classes,
Yeah,
whatever class you pick. So
yeah, we'll work on that.
yeah, yeah.
Um, okay, guys. So again, today what we're talking about um, is you
ABC.
guys ABC. What does ABC mean, you guys? Hmm.
Allow, believe, challenge.
Yes, ABC. Allow, believe, channel. So first, I'm gonna pull Nick a card. She's going while she's setting her intentions, I'll be moving that energy, tuning in for her highest and greatest good. She will share her intention with you. I'll pull her a card, and then she will go about discussing how she's receiving the message by looking at the card. Now, it could be the number, it could be the words, it could be just the overall energy of it, it could be a specific image on the whole picture, it could be the picture itself. So we'll see what comes through. And of course, my buddy Metatron uh, decided that I was going to be using his deck today. So I'll be using the Metatron deck for our Nick. So, Nick, if you could just tune into your heart space, be vulnerable for the answer for your highest and greatest good, and a card just flew.
So my intention, what?
No, a card just flew out. So, yeah.
Okay. So my intention today is, that on the 25th we have a new moon ceremony, and in the new moon ceremony we set intentions, we try to manifest what we want. So my intention today is, what should my focus be for the this new moon ceremony? Because I feel like I don't have any specifics. I feel like I have everything that I want. I feel like I'm living the best life ever. And at the same time, I have so much that I want. When you want to expand, you always want a lot. There is so much room for improvement. So it's difficult to choose. So, where is my focus? Where should my focus be on this new moon ceremony?
Well, you received two cards, one of which flew out, and then I was called to keep shuffling. So your first card that flew out is the number 30. The words on the card are silver, warrior of light, the anointed one. So this is the image.
Hmm.
So silver, warrior of light. And then the second card is card number, and I don't have my eyes. I don't know what this is. 63? 13, excuse me, I was holding it sideways. And 13 happens to be Metatron, one of Metatron's numbers, you
Yeah.
guys. So I find this very interesting. And it is air, fly free. So and I'm not going to interpret it for you, but I find it very interesting that you have one that is of the water and then the other one which is of the air. So these are your two cards.
Okay.
And how do you feel that they are relating to and resonating with your intentions?
I think that, yeah, I think my intention, I think that I should be, my focus should be, my intention should be to be this warrior of light, which I know that I am, like, I have stepped into this role already, and I'm like, I know I am already, how do I say it? Like, I'm already um on this path, but I I can do more. I can do more because there is so much more that one can do, and I am still. It's not about doubting myself, but I still like to be in the shadows, and it's time to get out of the water. Like, I'm seeing this sword, this hand getting out. I like normally to work in the shadows, to work uh, behind the curtain, let's say, but it's time to accept to be seen, which I normally don't. So my intention is to accept, to stop being invisible and accept to be seen, accept to a new role of being a light warrior that can be seen. And the second card is that once I accept this new role, there is a lot of freedom that will come with it. Because when we want to stay in the shadow, you cannot hide the light. The light is visible and everyone can see it. And it's uncomfortable when you are shining your light, others are seeing it, and you try to hide it. So when I will accept that I am a light and I am shining, when I will embody that, there is a lot of freedom that will come with it. So that's how I interpret it.
Yeah. And I notice that the energy of the bird in the picture is is one of just soaring, you know? It's not like they're tired and flapping their wings. They're just gliding. It's like ease and grace.
Yeah.
So I love that. Um, so those were your two cards. I
Thank
love that for your manifesting new moon time here.
thank you.
Um, okay, so that was Nick's card, and now I need to set my intention. And it was interesting because prior to coming on, you got prior to coming on the show, we had uh, a card jump out, a flyer, uh, and I was setting the intention of to just hanging out with Metatron. What is it that I need to know? And and it came out with what do we need to know in regards to, like, it included Nikki in the intention, um and the card that came through was Sandalphon, and Sandalphon's number on the card was 22, which I thought was interesting. And then we were both like, okay, so Sandophon must, the thing we were getting with Sandophon was going to be our next class coming up. Oh, we can go ahead and announce this, but there's more to it. Because then I turned around and I shuffled the deck again, and this time I said, okay, well, what do you want to tell Nick? Because I wasn't sure how, when I set the intention the first time, what do I need to know, or what does, it came out, what do we need to know? And Sandophon presented. And then I'm like, okay, so it must have been for the both of us. And then when I pulled another card for Nick, it ended up being Sandophon. Again, same exact card. And so then I was like, okay, so Nick, because she's the ascended channeler over there. I said, okay, can you tune in and see what Sandophon is up to with us? Because he's obviously presenting for both of us. And so there's going to be Soundophone and Metatron are going to be working with us for a new project for the group. We're not quite sure what it's going to be, but it's going to be something that's going to have to do with heaven and earth. And I feel like it has something to do with the raising of your vibration. But we'll receive more validation as time goes on as to what the clarity is behind that. So I think that today my intention is going to be based around that. Nick's using the fairy deck, right?
Yeah.
And so my intention today is going to be, is there anything that I need to be aware of in regards to what our next step is towards manifesting this new project for the group?
So I will just by cutting the deck because since I can't shuffle.
Ooh, pretty. Mm.
Magical blessings. Whatever you're going through, you're being assisted by magical fairy blessings. The fairies say you can bless others too.
I love that. And right away, my heart space goes from the image to our group. And this is how we are together. When we shine brighter together, and look at everybody's light just glowing and flowing and dancing. And the rhythm of the movement reminds me of Sandalphon, because it's the movement of that divine energy of music. It's what I'm feeling in this card. And the idea that what we were both getting is that there are challenges right now, each individual person in the group has these challenges, and it's like no matter what you're going through, you being reminded that you are supported and raising that vibration and allowing that flow to energize each other, support each other. And if you notice in the picture, there is not like uh, one person standing out. They're all in different directions, yet they're all united as one, you know? So there's this blending of magical blessings that is taking place. And I think that 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 in regards to my intentions, what I'm feeling is that knowing this, knowing that everyone is unified and what anyone is going through in the group, we're all going through it with them. And bringing that power of intention and support together is going to be one of the main focuses for this upcoming project.
And I like what Aura said too, bringing heaven to earth. That's
Yeah,
what they're doing if, with
yeah,
their arms lifted up and their feet on the ground.
yes, absolutely. So even though I wasn't sure how the fairies were going to interpret the combination of Metatron and Sandalphon, I think that this particular card really brings it home. So I think this card is really on point. The image of the universe and the divine and the dancing and the bare feet on the ground with Sandalphon. You've got both Metatron, Sandalphon, the unity of all of us together, and bringing in that heaven and earth. Absolutely. Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah. So, thank you. Thank you. All right. So, guys, now you see how I went to the first thing that hit me was the image. Even though the card had a lot of words, mm, I went to the image. What is it saying to me? How is it flowing to me? So this is how when I'm reading a card, um, I get drawn to what is most important for me to receive in the moment. Sometimes it's the words, sometimes it's the number. In this particular case, I didn't even see a number if it was on the card. I didn't notice.
No, there are no numbers.
There are no numbers. Okay, so yeah, I wasn't missing something. Okay, so guys, now remember, this is only going to be the one card. So everyone now is calling their support. Call in Metatron, guys. Big energy. Woohoo! Call in Metatron and allow yourself to ask the questions that you're going to be vulnerable and allowing yourself to receive for your highest and greatest good. Believe that you will receive the answer in the card from the divine and then channel that message. How is it resonating with your intentions? Okay. And then, you don't have to share your intention if you don't want to, but please share what it is that you're being drawn to and how you're receiving your message so that everyone has an opportunity to expand and grow together. So, okay, you're already on that mission. I know I've been on that mission for a couple of years now, really getting out there and bringing that heaven and earth. Before, it was mainly those that were transitioned, but now I'm working with living people. So it's an interesting journey, very colorful life. Alrighty. Set your intentions. Set your intentions. I can't speak. You guys know I can't speak English. This is why it brings me humor to think that they actually channel through me sometimes. It's like, what are you thinking? Okay, here we go. For the highest and greatest good. Ooh, powerful card, guys. What are your intentions? Talk about some serious energy, guys. This is card number 35. So it's an 8. That's like my magic number. Get that infinity going, that energy flowing because you've got some Kundalini energy stepping in, untapped energy. And as we know, I love this card. As we know, Metatron really helps with that alignment of your chakras. So check this one out, guys. The Kundalini is uncoiling. You see that flowing up? And I will mention with the Kundalini energy, you guys, um, allow yourself not to let it get stuck in your solar plexus. Allow it to keep flowing all the way up through your crown so that you remember the gift of it is from the divine. Untapped energy. And those that came to the class and were with us in the pre-class session, you understand that energy is intense.
Yeah.
So how is this untapping the energy here? What is this saying to you in regards to your intentions? Yes, very cool.
Can you explain, Neil, what you meant? I mean, I know what you meant because we discussed it, but can you explain what you meant by don't let this energy into your solar plexus? Because
Well,
I
not,
think this
it
is,
has to go through your solar plexus. But when the Kundalini energy starts to rise, it's very empowering and it can be addicting because you feel an empowerment that you've never felt before. Because it's just like going, oh, I am in the energy of greatness. And then if you don't allow it to continue to flow, uncoil, and go all the way through your crown chakra and tapping into your star chakra and keep going to the divine, what tends to happen is you'll start saying sentences that start with I because you're stuck in that empowerment and it feels good. And it's something that a lot of people lack in that self confidence. And so it feels so empowering. It's almost as if you don't want to lose it. And it's not that you're going to lose it, it's going to become more divine when you allow it to flow. When you allow it to get stuck in the solar plexus, like I said, you'll start catching yourself, and other people will notice it too. They will notice you saying, I do this, I do that, I heal this, I. And let me tell you, when you turn the we into I, it becomes a very lonely place. And if you think you are empowered when you feel the energy in your solar plexus, imagine how powerful that energy will be when you allow it to connect where it really needs to connect, and that is with the divine, because there is no greater power than the divine power. And when you allow yourself to be humbled enough to co collaborate with the divine, you are unstoppable because you are working for the higher and greater good. When you get it stuck in your solar plexus, that empowerment center, allow yourself to feel it. Allow yourself to build that confidence. I'm not saying it shouldn't go through there. It needs to go through the solar plexus. But if it gets stuck and you think you're so empowered, you're actually limited. It is only when you allow it to flow where it is meant to go and connect to where it is meant to connect. This is where the miracles happen. This is where the miracles happen. Thank you, Caleb. Is when you connect with the divine and really allow that divine magic to channel through you in your healing, in your service, in everything that you do. When you're tapped in with that Kundalini energy and fully tapped in, not allowing it to get stuck. Yeah. So that's what I'm referring to, is not allowing it to go to the I space alone. Allow yourself to really collaborate with the divine. And that's then the infinite is possible. So, so what is it? What is it saying to you guys? Yes, God's will, not ours. And that is actually one of my most common prayers is thy will, not mine. Thy will, not mine. Everything I do, you guys will hear me say it a lot. It's not about me. It's not about me. You know? Yes. So much with it. Yeah, we allow it to flow, you know. But see, when it gets stuck in, when the Kundalini gets stuck in the solar plexus, then it is such an empowering experience um, that you forget how much more powerful it could actually be, you know, because it's like, I can do nothing. I can do nothing without the divine working through me. You know, I'm just a vessel. You know, I'm a soul in a vessel. But the real empowerment is when we surrender. We surrender and let it flow through us. You know, it's not meant to get stuck. It's meant to flow. So,
When I look at this card, Neil, I mean, it's true that the words say Kundalini, but for me, it represents what we were talking about. It represents heaven and earth and Archangel Metatron and Sandalphon. It's like it's grounding and connecting to the divine at the same time. Metatron, Sandalphon, being in alignment with both and being like at the same time in balance with both. A little bit what was said in the meditation of yesterday, like connect with the divine, but don't forget to stay grounded.
mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's what I see in the image.
So, guys, I will post a picture of this. It's a beautiful, beautiful card, and I love that. I don't know if you can see it, but the colors go all the way down. It goes past. You see how the colors continue down? It goes all the way down and all the way up.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's a beautiful card. So, yes, body signal just popping in to say bad
Yes.
signal. Bad
So
signal. I read that as body signal. And sorry, guys. I still have some intensity around me, energetically wise. So it was funny because before we come live and I open sacred space, I heard, "Is that my cue?" And I'm going, "No."
yes, Kate. Me too. Me too, Kate. I can. I have to say that what we experienced was intense and special. Yeah.
I I want to go. I want to look at. I want to go. Blah, 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 blah. See, I can't speak English. Why do they channel through me? What I mean, they could pick anyone that has more eloquent speech. Um, but yeah, I still have some energy coming, and I do need to watch the replay. I would love to hear what he came through with, and my problem is I feel very uncomfortable watching myself channel. It is a very weird feeling to see me and something else coming through me that I know is not me. So I have yet to learn the patience to just sit with the words of what is being spoken because I'm seeing something that just is not, is just weird. It's, I don't know how to say it. Maybe I can't speak English. But it is a very interesting experience for me to watch. So I'm going to sit with the recording myself. And again, guys, if you are interested in receiving any of the recorded versions and you did not register or attend any of our classes, we will be offering them for three for the price of two, which will be $44.
Or one if they are interested
One
in just one.
individual, one individual is going to be 22. Um, and if you're interested, email us at
Silly Rainbow Angels in one word. So Silly Rainbow Angels at gmail.com.
Andrea. No comment. Um, yeah, we are having a new moon ceremony and a Zoom birthday party for Nick on the 25th. Um, and Andrea just dropped the link. That link is not good until Sunday, the 25th at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So we'll be doing releasing. We had a Archangel Haniel new moon ceremony in our group. Um, oh, thank you, thank you. I I'm gonna have to catch it. So, and I hope, because he did tell me prior that he wanted to answer questions to the group. Um, uh, I hope that if you did have a, I hope that if you did have a question, that he did answer it for you. Um, so blessings, blessings, blessings to everybody. Viv, it was such an honor to be with you in sacred space. It really, really was a beautiful
I
experience.
love the sunflower.
Yeah, the sunflower. Look at her. She says, I deleted it. She didn't see it. No. Okay, guys. I will post a picture of this. I have another meeting to attend to. So we love you all. If you have not registered for any of our classes, please know that we do have an Archangel class every month. And we have our private group. And I believe this next class is going to be Soundophone.
Mhm.
This is what I'm feeling.
It's like it.
Yeah, I'm feeling like Soundophone is like, you can't have Metatron without Soundophone. I mean,
I mean,
Sound.
who knows? Maybe Neil will channel the class singing. What? What?
Why would I even address such a statement? No, no comment.
Gonna manifesto.
No comment. No comment. Reina, long pause. You guys do not want me to sing the class. You guys have heard me sing names, okay? It gets a lot worse, trust me. Thank goodness God listens with his heart and not his ears. They go together, yeah, or yeah, they work together.
They're
So yeah,
twin brothers.
first thing, our cards today were both Nick and I got Soundophone. So I think that's our cue that this next class next month will probably be Soundophone. We'll see as the time goes closer, but we'll see. I'm not even going to try and post the link to the new moon birthday. Now let's just advertise it, guys. We all love our Nick, and Nick's having a birthday on the 22nd, which reminds me, 22 and you. We have a special guest, Joanna Easton, coming in on the 22nd, talking about that divine connection with your angels, why it's important and how to keep that bond going strong. And she will also, because the 22nd is Nick's birthday, she will also be giving Nick a special birthday reading. Join in like a musical. Yes, Nick will be doing that
Who
class.
knows?
I'll, I'll mute so you guys don't get traumatized. But so on the 22nd at 22 in you, this one is going to be at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And again, we'll have a special guest, Joanna Easton. You guys have all met her, she's Angel Intuitive. And she will be blessing our Nick with a very special birthday reading. Um, and then again, the 25th, new moon ceremony. If there is anyone who is not aware of this and is just now hearing it for the first time, thank you, Andrea. Please message me and or Andrea, and we can give you more details about Nikki's birthday party and new moon ceremony.
Yes, I know, Andrea. But I don't know what we're doing.
Yeah, she does know. She does know because she actually created the link. So I just didn't expect it to pop up live for the world. But that's okay because those who are called to are being called to celebrate our Nick. So yeah. All right, guys. It is aloha from me
And good night
as
from me.
always.
We
We
shine brighter together.
together. Yes, we shine brighter together. That is our motto. That is our way of life, and that is the truth. So we'll see you all Tuesday. Right? Right?
Yeah,
Tuesday. Yeah, Tuesday.
yeah, yeah,
And it'll be another pendulum day, guys.
yeah, yeah.
So get your pendulum questions ready. Check your emails for the class, guys. Love ya.